Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another Attack on Titan. This is Season 2, Episode 3. There's only 12 episodes in this season, so it feels like I'm already finished it. Because they're only 25 minutes long, these episodes. It feels like I'm already at the end of Season 2, but I know I'm obviously not. But I think a lot of shit is going to go down. Because I've already watched Episode 1 and 2. There's only 10 left for me to watch in this season. And I think something big is going to happen soon. It's building up to something major. So obviously a little recap as always. I'll try and keep it brief. Last episode it was really all about Connie and Sasha. They both were originally amongst the other trainees that were a part of the same kind of regiment as Annie. So they're all being kind of kept in captivity, but not like brutally. They're just being kind of like monitored. And then there was Titans coming. They've already like breached the wall, and they're obviously going to the villages first because that's what they're going to see first, rather than the actual wall. So they kind of devised a plan amongst themselves to split up and go to each village to warn them about what's about to happen. Maybe try and evacuate as well. Now I know that Connie went south. I think he went south or north. Can't quite remember. Because his village was south. When he got there, it was the end of episode 2. It happened. He got there. He arrived, and it looks like the Titans already got there first. So he went to his house, and there was actually a Titan flat on their back on top of his house, and everyone was questioning how the Titan got there, because it had really thin arms and legs and like a huge body. So everyone's kind of questioning that. And then it cut there. So I think I came up with a prediction like maybe that Titan was thrown. Maybe that Titan didn't listen to a command by Bigfoot, maybe. I've not mentioned Bigfoot yet. But Bigfoot appeared in episode 1. I thought his name would have been Ymir, because that was the name mentioned by the Titan in Ilsa's journal, the OVA, but I don't think it is Ymir. I think it's just some Titan. But to be fair, the first episode of season 2 was called Beast Titan, and he's like a beast. He's like Bigfoot Beast. So I'm guessing he's the Beast Titan. I'm guessing, unless it's the one in the wall that can't be exposed to sunlight. Oh, it's all coming back to me. It can't be exposed to sunlight. The beast inside, the Titan inside the wall. That's what Pastor Nick said. Pastor Nick said, "Please don't expose the Titan in the wall to sunlight." So he knew the Titan was there, but he just didn't say anything. And I think I can't quite remember who said it, but someone in the last episode or the previous episode said the wall's like made out of what the Titans are made of, I think. Or the crystal stuff that Annie used to climb up the wall. It kind of like penetrated the wall. I think that's like the only material maybe that can penetrate the wall is that crystal shit. I can't quite remember how I heard it or when I heard it. But someone said the wall could be made out of what Titans are made out of, or something like that, like the crystal stuff. Oh, and by the way, so on my YouTube video, Ilsa's Journal, I put a pinned comment saying I was no longer reading comments on YouTube because someone had put a spoiler in, or spoilers, I should say. But luckily, I have a good childhood friend of mine who actually watches Attack on Titan. I've been asking him since maybe like episode 15 of season 1. I send him the link to my Attack on Titan video whenever I upload it. Maybe like a day after I upload it, saying, "Can you just check the comments, see if they're alright, so I can look at them." And then he saw someone warning me about the comment. I can't quite remember your username, so I apologise for that. But someone actually did warn me about someone had put a spoiler in my pinned comment, which Unfortunately, my friend couldn't see the whole view all replies thing. He just went down the list, down my comments, and said, yeah, your comments are fine, no worries. And luckily, I actually came across the one that said there's a spoiler in the pinned comment. So then I told my friend about it, and then he actually saw it and said he couldn't understand why he couldn't see that the option to expand the comments on a comment, if that makes sense. So as a precaution, I'm just not going to read any comments. I mean, I might do, but maybe like 2 or 3 days after, just so my friend can read every single one like thoroughly and properly, instead of letting one slip through. But thankfully, when I said someone had posted a spoiler, I'm not going to read any comments, people were quite worried about what I've seen. Thankfully, I didn't actually see the comment because of that one, the username that I can't quite remember, that warned me about the comment in my pinned comment. So then I went to tell my friend about it, and then he actually then saw it. So I didn't see anything. I saw nothing, which is kind of fortunate because I've been warned many times about spoilers being left in comments. So that was kind of a lucky escape, and it ain't going to happen again, trust me. It's not going to happen again. Well, it might happen again, but I'm just not going to read comments until it's like 100% safe. So, cool. Back to the recap. Bigfoot, episode 1, he communicated with Mika, the one that could smell titans. I think he's the one that could smell titans. Anyway, he wanted to give Connie and Sasha and the rest of that kind of group more time to get away and get to the villages to warn about what's to come. And he done alright. He got rid of like 4 or 5 titans. There was like 4 or 5 left. Then he spotted Bigfoot and he said, oh, he's not coming for me, so he must be an abnormal or whatever it's called. And then I think Bigfoot threw... Shit, what did Bigfoot throw at him? He threw something at him. It was like a goat or something. He threw something at Mika, and then he fell off the roof and then went into like a titan's grasp. And then Bigfoot came over and said, stop. And all of the titans around him stopped, apart from the one that had Mika in his hands. So Bigfoot actually killed the titan that didn't listen to its command, which is kind of intriguing. Because then I was thinking, what if these titans are, I don't know, they're kind of like forced to fight for these intelligent titans. And by intelligent titans, I mean, there's obviously definitely someone in the back of the neck. Definitely. I don't believe that Bigfoot doesn't have anyone in the back of his neck. It would be a weird one. And it obviously spoke the same language as Mika, but Mika was too kind of astounded that there was a talking titan. So we kind of froze. And Bigfoot took his maneuver gear and said, oh, this will come in handy or something, or we'll inspect this. So I don't know where he's going to be taking that to. But anyway, everything's coming back to me. Okay, last thing, episode 2. Sasha went back to her village. It was already kind of ransacked. She came across this little girl in her house, and her mum was being eaten alive, but like legs first. And I remember the daughter saying something about her mother's legs. I don't think they worked anyway, so I don't think the mum was in pain. It was just uncomfortable because her leg was being eaten alive, but she can't feel anything in her legs. She might have been in a wheelchair or something. That's why she was left behind. And obviously the little girl didn't want to ditch her mother. But Sasha saved the little girl, and the titan that was eating the mother actually followed them. Sasha managed to blind the titan in both eyes with arrows. And then she came across her father on the way back. I don't know where the father was. Maybe he was just rounding up people that had escaped. Yeah. Not sure why. There was quite a big group of them as well, the father, and there was other people there. Anyway, That's enough for a recap, man. I mean, I haven't really got many predictions yet because it's still the start of season 2 and there's talk in Titans and stuff. And last episode was more about Connie and Sasha, so I don't have many predictions yet. Cool. So I'm ready to watch episode 3. Okay, this one's called Southwestward. That's it. There's nothing in brackets, so yeah, let's go.
Connie! 生存者はいたか?
いない。いねえよ。もうおしまいだ。俺の故郷はもうどこにもなくなっちまった。
村人の避難が本当に完了していたというのなら、巨人が誰もいないはずの空き家をこうも徹底的に壊したりするもんか。それに何より不可解なのはあの馬小屋だ。馬なしで逃げても生存の可能性は相当薄いだろうに。松明はもう揃ったな。行くぞ。
Something deeper going on here. They escaped. They didn't take the horses. There's no one left. What? Welcome home.
Oi, Connie, 急げ!
Whoa.
ゲルガーたちに遅れちまうぞ。
ライナー、聞いたか？ありえないんだけど、なんか母ちゃんに。
コニー、お前は今がどんな状況か分かってんのか？俺たちの働きが何十万人もの命に直接影響してんだぞ。考えるなら今避難してるお前の家族のことだろ。兵士なら今最善を尽くせ。
That's Reiner.
そうだな。
I was wondering where he went. I couldn't recognize him.
その通りだ。
I think that's his mum. I don't know. Could that be his mum? What if... Ah, man. Too many theories are coming to me and shit. It's pissing me off. Because I'm always fucking wrong about every single one. But what if there's no... So obviously the horses are there. But there's no humans there. And they think they escaped. And then that Titan said, welcome home to Connie. What if it's like one of them things like there's something in the water or something that's turning people into Titans, like specific villages are being targeted. Because if you escape a village, you're obviously going to take your fucking horse, aren't you? What if everyone in that village has turned into Titans? But why would his mum? I think that's his mum, that Titan, on top of the house. Why would it say welcome home? Maybe she just didn't follow a command or something. Maybe she still had a bit of human inside her or something in her brain where she was like, I'm not doing this. Maybe she fought back. Maybe she turned into a Titan, fought against whoever was doing this to her and the village, and she just got killed for it. Or, like, severely punished, because obviously she's barely alive there when she said welcome home. I don't know, man. I could be going off on a huge tangent here, but that's like my first thoughts. And the blonde guy is Reiner. I didn't realise that. I didn't know that. He's saying he didn't hear anything. Now, whether or not he was... I don't know if he was next to Connie when he heard welcome home. I don't know whereabouts he was. But if he was next to her... If he was next to Connie and he's saying he didn't hear it, he's talking shit, man. He's saying focus on the mission. I don't know. If you were a real friend and he went back to his house and it's just been decimated, there's a Titan on top of it, his family are missing, and he's just said, I think I heard something coming from that Titan over there. You'd investigate it. You wouldn't run off. You'd investigate. I don't know why. I don't know why Reiner did that. Focus on the mission at hand, or whatever he said. Oh well. Southwestward. Got my Fanta.
これより南には巨人がうじゃうじゃいるはず。私たちは奴らのおやつになる可能性が高い。一旦前線から引かせてください。 ユミル。
ダメだ。連絡要員は一人でも確保しておきたい。気持ちはわかるが、兵士を選んだ以上は覚悟してくれ。
That's Ymir. I forgot about that. I forgot there was a girl named Ymir. It was in the flashback. What the?
目標射程内に入りました。前方砲撃準備よーし。撃て
やってますよ、リコ班長。
Fuck, I'm lost with all this time shit. It's been like 7, 9, 11.
いつ現れる？いつどの瞬間？あいつらが暗闇から飛び出してきたっておかしくねえ。お前らも壁に沿ってきたのか？
あ、それで穴はどこに？
はあ？
ここから西に異常は見つからなかった。そっちが見つけたんじゃないの？
いや、こちらも穴など見てない。
見落とした可能性は？
ありえない。巨人が通れるほどの破壊跡だぞ。
もう一度確認してみるか。
そうすべきだが、さすがに馬も我々も疲労が限界に来てる。せめて月明かりでも。
お、
Kinda lucky. Moonlight.
城跡か？
Huh? Whoa.
兄が巨人化を解いて体から切り離されてもこの通り蒸発しない、消えないんだ。もしかしたらと思ってね。壁の破片と見比べたらその模様の配列や構造までよく似ていたんだ。
Yeah.
つまりあの壁は大型巨人が支柱になっていて、その表層は硬化した皮膚で形成されていると考えていい。
本当にアルミンも言ってた通り。
でも、もし巨人化したエレンが硬化する巨人の能力で壁の穴を塞げるのだとしたら、
あれで穴を塞ぐ。
元の材質は同じはずなんだ。巨人化を解いた後も蒸発せずに石化した巨像を残せるのなら、あるいは。
Does he even know how to do that though?
それを夜間に決行するのはどうでしょうか？夜に？
Yeah, sunlight. No
巨人
sunlight.
が動かない夜にです。なるほど。少数だけなら一気にウォールマリアまで行けるかもしれないのか。エレンが穴を塞げるかどうかにかかっているんですが。こんなことを聞かれても困ると思うんだけど、それってできそう？
Ain't got a lot of choice.
できそうかどうかじゃねえだろ。やれ。やるしかねえだろ。
There you go. I'm Levi,
こんな
mate.
状況だ。兵団もそれに視力を尽くす以外にやることはねえはずだ。必ず成功させろ。
はい、俺が必ず穴を塞ぎます。地下室、俺んちの地下室だ。親父の言葉が本当なら、そこに全ての答えがあるはずだ。
I'm ready, man. I've been so ready for this basement. Emmerich District.
その大いなる意志により監視するよう命じられた人物の名なら教えることができる。
監視？
その人物は今年調査兵団に入団したと聞いた。
Go on.
その子の名は？
Yeah.
失礼します。
104機調査兵サシャ・ブラースです。
とにかく彼女を連れてこい。彼女なら我々の知り得ない真相さえ知ることができるだろう。私ができる情報はここまでだ。あとはお前たちに委ねる。
その子104機だから今は最前
It's
線にいるんじゃ。
Ymir, innit? Ymir.
それでその104機の子は誰なの？
Ymir, mate.
一番小さい子ですよ。
金髪の長い髪で、
Krista.
あと可愛いユミルといつも一緒にいる子です。
ユミル。
Oh, she recognizes the name.
ユミル、お前。
全員受けろ。屋上に来てくれ。すぐにだ。
There's a lot of shit going on, man. A lot of hidden shit.
なんでだよ。なんでまだ動いてんだ。日没からかなり時間が経ってるのに。
どうなっているの？
おい、あれを見ろ。でけえ。なんだあいつは。
Oh shit.
巨人
Bigfoot's here.
違う。なんかあれは獣じゃねえか。
分かってるな、アルミ。お前は今後も判事と知恵を絞れ。
はい。
Yeah,
ミカサ、
I agree.
お前がなぜエレンに執着してるかは知らんが、お前の能力のすべてはエレンを守ることに使え。
はい、もちろんです。
それからな、エレン。
Don't fuck this up.
酒も飲めねえじゃねえか俺は。てめえらのためよ。
シュウペイ、下がっているんだよ。ここからは立体起動装置の出番だ。
That's Bigfoot. Oh my god, he's at the wall already. Oh my god, he's climbing it.
それからな、エレン。お前は自分を抑制しろ。怒りに溺れて本質を見失うな。今度こそしくじるなよ。
No, we can't.
はい。
ウトガルド城を目指そう。
You gotta be quick. It must be Krista. They're going after Krista. Always hangs around with Ymir. That's a sick shot. Oh. That's a sick shot. Okay, so episode 3. We didn't actually hear what Pastor Nick said the name was, but I'm guessing it's Krista, because she always hangs around with Ymir, which we saw in like a little scene about them joining like the ranks at the same time, and I think they both wanted to go to the military police. But as soon as someone said she hangs around with Ymir, Hanji was like, Ymir? Because she's read Ilse's journal about, and she must have written down Ymir. So Hanji's going to be very interested. They do kind of look the same as well, Ymir and Ilse. They kind of look, I don't know. They just kind of look the same. Maybe that's why that Titan got a bit confused. I reckon that Titan that killed Ilse, he must have thought that she was actually Ymir. Like they just look alike. Kind of like a doppelganger kind of thing. And he got confused. Maybe that's why the Titan killed Ymir, Ilse. Because how he remembers Ymir, Ilse wasn't acting how Ymir should have been. That's why he was confused and killed her. Maybe. That's my thought. That's my prediction there. Bigfoot has climbed over the wall now. And now Erin and stuff are on their way to this castle, this old fortress, to find Krista. Everyone's going to have to go. The people at the fortress already, they're just going to have to hold the Titans off for the time being. I don't think there's a lot of them, though. Could it be like a White Walker kind of thing on Game of Thrones, where if Bigfoot dies, all of his kind of followers that he was in charge of die as well? So maybe they have to get to him Otherwise, it's just endless Titans. But if they get him, then they've done it. Or like that's part 1. Because there's probably more Bigfoots out there. Or more leaders. Airon mentioned his basement as well. I've been waiting for that. I don't even know what episode it was in season 1. But ever since the dad flashback with the little syringe thing, I've been like, yeah, he's going to go to his basement pretty soon. But he still ain't there. He still hasn't gone to his basement yet. Jesus. They couldn't find... They were on like a quest. Not a quest, but they were trying to find the hole in the wall where the Titans breached, but they couldn't find it. So that makes me think even more about the start, where Connie's village, there was no casualties or bodies, and the horses were still there, yet everyone disappeared. I reckon they've turned into Titans, man, and there's no hole in the wall, because no Titans have breached the wall. They've kind of been like homegrown kind of thing. Something's been put into the water or the food, and they've turned into a Titan. Maybe they've mutilated into a Titan. Shit, I don't know, man. You know me, I've got the wildest predictions and theories. I don't know if I'm right. Most of my predictions are absolute dog shit. None of them work out. None of them make sense. Some of them make sense, but 80% don't make sense, and they're all in my head. But if there's no hole where the Titans breached, and there was no bodies at Connie's village, yet a Titan on top of his house said welcome home, and he thought it was his mum, or he was kind of getting at he heard his mum. It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be something along them lines. The Titans are like being homegrown or something. And we've already seen what happens to Titans that don't listen with Mika. The Titan that was about to eat Mika was told to stop. He didn't stop. So Bigfoot killed him. So you didn't listen to me. So no, they're kind of like being forced against their will to fight for the Titans, maybe? I don't know. And the Titans inside the walls. What if they're actually good Titans? What if they can actually like fend off attacking Titans? So the walls are actually filled with good Titans, but they need to come awake somehow so they can defend the city. Or it could be completely wrong and all Titans are the same. But Airon can turn into a Titan, and he's good. He's a good guy. I'm hoping he stays that way. I'm hoping he stays a good guy. Because you never know, power. They could defeat all the Titans, and then the power could get to Airon's head saying, oh, fuck. I could become the leader of the world here. Yeah, the whole Ymir thing. It was really recent as well, because it was only 1 year when Ilsa went missing. It was Levi and Hanji found the book, or the diary, a year later. So it's not been that long. But why would the Titans say Ymir blessings or whatever? And then there's a female called Ymir amongst like the trainees with Krista. I'm sure Krista is what Pastor Nick said. It's got to be long blonde hair and looks cute or something. Ymir. Hanji's gonna have a field day with Ymir. The name Ymir. She's gonna question her. Actually, there was a thing I actually wanted to say. There was like a 2-second clip that stuck to me, or got me questioning something. Yeah. There's a scene where they're sleeping inside the tower, and I think Reiner is speaking to Ymir. He's saying like, "What's the meaning of this?" I don't know what he's holding though. I thought he was holding food at first. I don't know what the fuck he's holding, man. He's holding something. He's holding like, he's sweating as well. He's like staring at the thing he's holding. A bit like a tin. It looks like a golden kind of tin. Then he says, Ymir, you, ... She looks at him. And then they get interrupted. He says, what's the meaning of this? Maybe Ymir knows a lot more than she lets on. Maybe Pastor Nick is like, he says it's Krista, but he's just like, it's a false name. He wants to say Ymir, but he just said the best friend of Ymir. He said, oh yeah, Krista isn't he who you need to go after. Maybe that's it. So Pastor Nick gave him the truth, but kind of distorted the truth a little bit. I reckon he actually meant Ymir, not Krista. That's just my guess. But what the fuck is Reiner holding in his arm, saying what's the meaning of this to Ymir? I don't fucking know, do I? Well, that's why I've got to watch the rest of Attack on Titan, don't I, to find out. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction to episode 3, the full reaction to episode 3 will be on my Patreon, as well as the whole of the first season of Attack on Titan. Full episodes, no edits, no cuts. You can also watch the full reactions to episodes 1 and 2 of season 2. And if you're watching this episode on YouTube, episode 3, then that means episode 4 is on my Patreon as well, in full. So if you fancy it, you can go on there. You can watch early access to future episodes. I say it's 4, but it might be more, just because obviously I've just watched episode 3, so I don't know if more episodes will be on there by the time episode 3 comes out. But they probably will be. I say episode 4 will be on there as early access, but there's probably going to be more. Maybe like 5 and 6 as well. Maybe. But it'll probably say up there. I usually put something up here that says what episodes are on there at the moment. So go and have a look. Cool. Thanks, guys, for watching again. I appreciate all the support. And I'll see you for episode 4. Either now on my Patreon as early access feature, or when I upload it to YouTube. But whatever you decide to do, I'll see you for the next episode. Take it easy.